Hi, my name is Merryl from Merryls Mosaics and Glass Studio. Thank you for buying your mosaic kit from us. We hope you're going to have lots of fun. You will have received a box with your design. Today we're going to be using a penguin as an example, but you're going to have your template. Inside your kit you will have a template. We've got instructions for your design with pre-cut glass. We've got pre-cut glass. Details for your design, in this case a nose and eyes for the penguin, and glue and cotton tips to spread your glass. When we finish that part, we're then going to grouch, and so we have grouch, gloves for the grouting, a spatula and some cleaning tools. Okay, now to our design. For the penguin, we need to have black glass for the outside, white for the body, yellow glass for the feet, 2 eyes and a nose, okay, or beak. We will have supplied in your kit enough of all of those colors, so stay with the design in this case, because otherwise you're going to run out of glass. Okay, so to begin, we usually put in our details first, so in this case our eyes and our beak. So you're going to open your glue, use your cotton tips for spreading, and put only a little bit of glue. The glue will dry clear, but excess glue can be a problem, especially when you grout. If you've got too much glue, you're not going to be able to grout properly. We're going to stick on the eyes and the beak first, and whatever details your kit comes with. Don't use too much. That was enough, that was fine. Okay, so now we're going to work from the outside in on whatever section we've chosen. So one section will be the whole white body, one section is the feet, and one section is the surround. Now penguin, this part is a little bit more difficult than the body, so let's begin with the body. I'm going to work from the outside of the section and work my way inside the section. Okay, so I'm going to put enough glue for about 7 or 8 pieces at a time. I'm spreading the glue. And I'm going to take real care to do 2 things. Firstly, I want the pieces to go right on the edge but not over the edge. So there's piece number 1 on the edge. Now I want the next piece to be next to that piece, must have a straight edge, and it's going to fit a bit like a puzzle. So I like to have quite a lot of pieces there so that I can just choose my pieces. So I do like to first cut up all my tiles. That'll be easier for you as you go. Piece number 2. I'm putting it back to back with the first piece. Notice that? Just a little space in between, about 2 millimeters or so. So the next piece I want to try and find is a triangle shape, because it's going to fit nicely in there. So because I've got a lot of pieces, I can just look in my container and find a piece that I expect to fit. And so I'm going to go on around the entire piece until it looks something like this. Okay, so I've done that section, and just to demonstrate, I'm just showing you this section. So notice how we've got a really good edge going all around here. And I have put some little square pieces here because it just makes sense. So when we're working over there, we'll put some little square ones too. So I'll take some square pieces that will be cut. You could use your triangles, but it's not going to look as neat. And we're just going to go all the way down there as well. So you're going to complete the entire white section, the entire black section, and the entire yellow section going from the outside in as well, so that it ultimately looks like that. Okay, we're at the last part of the process, which I actually found the most fun. So you've got some grouch. In this case, we've just got white grouch. Some designs use different colored grouch. If you've got a black grouch, it's very messy, and you definitely want to wear gloves, and you're going to spend about 3 times the amount of time cleaning. Sometimes you're going to get some grout with a little small container of grout oxide, which is just colored grout. Pour it into the grout and then do exactly what I'm doing now. So you want to add your water really slowly. I've put gloves on. You don't really have to wear gloves, but it's a little bit more comfortable on your hands, and if you're wearing black grout, your hands get really dirty. I'm starting only with a little water because I don't want to put too much water. If I've got too much water, I'm in a bit of trouble because you haven't got any more grout to add. So start with too little water, maybe 5 or 6 tablespoons. rather than pouring in too much. I'm going to mix it slowly. If you mix it slowly, it's not going to splash on you. And you're going to mix it until it becomes creamy. I usually tell people a little runnier than toothpaste. So I'm going to add a little bit more water now, just a little. And this is going to be a nice consistency. Mix it properly, especially underneath. Okay, this is good. Good consistency of grout. And I'm ready to go. So the goal of the grout is to get it into the little piece of glass, so that instead of having 100 fractured pieces of glass, you have one complete mosaic. And in order to get it there, you just put it all over the whole piece to start, and then you push it into the spaces. So I'm just going to plop it on and start squishing it into the spaces. So if your glue is nice and dry, you can put a bit of pressure when you're grouting, but if you have only waited a short time, like 20 or 30 minutes, do this quite gently, because you don't want to pull up any loose pieces. And you're going to keep on continuing until you've covered the whole piece. And I'm going to keep on cleaning the piece. Now I'm going to pare back, take some grout off, just put it back into my container until it's quite thin and even. Just means less work when it comes to finishing it off. Okay, this is pretty good to go. So now we're going to take it to the last stage, and that is we're going to dry it. So you can air dry it for about 40 minutes, or you can blow dry it to speed it up. And if you're going to blow dry it, you would blow dry it for 2 to 3 minutes and give it a touch test. Right now, if I touch this piece, I'm going to get white grout on my fingers or on my gloves. When it's dry, that won't happen. So just blow dry it all over for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so I've been blow drying for about 2 to 3 minutes, and this is good to move forward. So with some paper towel, I'm going to scrunch some up, and I'm going to do a round and round motion. And the reason that I do that is that if I am too forceful like that, I might push off a piece. Round and round motion, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to start to clean my piece up. I'm not too worried about the edges, because I'm going to take that off later. If you're using a different color grout, especially black, you want to change your paper towel every now and again. But this is doing fine for me, so I'm not. See, it's releasing very nice and easily, and that's because I didn't dry it too long. If you have dried your piece too long, don't worry. All you need to do is take a new piece of paper towel, put a little bit of water on the paper towel, just a little, and just go all over the piece again, and that will loosen up the pieces. Then take a dry piece of paper towel after that and continue. Now if you're using black grout, you want to keep on changing paper towels and keep on cleaning until it's clean. It takes about 3 times the amount of time to clean a dark colored piece. Okay, now this is pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. It's about 95% done, and that's good. So I'm going to clean up the edges now with my skewer. It's easier to turn over your piece to clean up the edges, because you can see immediately where you've got excess. And I'm just going to go all the way around, get rid of the excess. Okay, and then I'm going to finish off my piece with a new paper towel and just shine it up until I'm happy with it. Sometimes, especially if you're using mirror, it's It's difficult to get it perfectly clean on day 1. On day 2, take a new piece of paper towel and just give it another shine and all the dust will come off. And there she is. So thank you very much for purchasing one of our kits. We hope you've had a lot of fun. Please share your images. We'd love to see them going around. We'd love to have some examples too if you care to share them with us too. Thank you very much.